Some call it the siege of Miami Beach, and with each high tide, the evidence that rising ocean levels are a serious threat is now indisputable. Environmentalists know it, residents live with it, and the beach's city officials say they're tackling the problem head-on.
This is the new improvement, it's the pump station.
New pumping stations have been installed, and streets are being elevated to hold back the tide. Despite any lingering arguments over what's causing rising sea levels, dealing with it is now a priority.
You know, I'm not a scientist at the end of the day. You know, I'm a local government public servant. And when these things are happening, it's our responsibility to address it. So, you know, we can have that argument, man-made or not man-made, but it's happening. We got to do something about it.
The latest research from the University of Miami suggests that sea levels are rising faster in Miami Beach than almost anywhere else in the US. Professor Ben KIRTMAN believes the climate change agreement offers real hope, but he says without action, things will change drastically.
Much of the population here is below 4 feet. So it's a Miami that I don't want to see have happen. I think that would be a radically different world. And that would be a radically different world everywhere.
Clearly then, coastal cities throughout this state have some serious challenges in the years ahead. But just to give you an idea of the effects of rising ocean levels, we're going to take an aerial trip over the Florida Keys, a low-lying set of islands just south of Miami. The Keys have long been a barometer for climate change, but in recent years evidence of rising sea levels has grown. This expanse of barren scrubland is a direct cause of encroaching saltwater, a deep concern for environmentalists.
Here, there used to be pine trees as well. Pine trees could never live here now because it's far too salty.
Chris BERGH has studied the area for years and says hard choices now need to be made.
It's really scary to think about what it's going to take to adapt and how we're going to do it while maintaining successful businesses and good quality of life, and from the nature conservation perspective, you know, healthy natural areas and native species populations.
Florida then stands as an important marker in the fight against global warming, and all eyes are on the Sunshine State. If the fight against rising ocean levels fails here, it won't bode well for the rest of the world. Andy Gallacher, Al Jazeera, in the Florida Keys.